Lily sat at her small work table, threading a needle under the dim light of a flickering bulb. Her tiny tailor shop was hidden in a quiet part of the city, far from the busy streets where people rarely noticed it. At 35, Lily had spent years perfecting her sewing skills, but business was slow these days. Few customers came by, and those who did often tried to bargain for lower prices. Still, Lily loved her work. Every stitch she made was done with care, her way of leaving something good behind, even when life was hard. With 2 kids to feed and medical bills for her sick mom piling up, money was tight, but Lily never cut corners on quality. One afternoon, the bell above the door rang loudly. Lily looked up to see a well-dressed man rush inside, holding a crumpled suit in his hands. His face was pale and he looked very worried. "I need this fixed right now," he said quickly. "It's an emergency. My boss, the CEO, is stuck in traffic and will be here soon. He needs this suit repaired before a big meeting." Lily looked at the suit. There was a big tear along the shoulder. It wasn't easy to fix, especially with so little time. "I'll do my best," she said calmly, already thinking about how to fix it properly. The man kept looking at his watch, pacing back and forth nervously. "Please hurry. This meeting is really important." Lily didn't waste any time. She pushed aside her own worries, like unpaid bills and her leaking roof, and focused on the task. Her hands moved fast, stitching carefully and neatly. As she worked, the man stayed outside, checking his phone every few seconds. Finally, just as a sleek black car pulled up nearby, Lily tied off the last stitch and held up the suit. "It's ready," she said, handing it to him with a small smile. The man's face lit up with relief. "Thank you so much. You saved us." Before Lily could say anything, the car door opened, and a sharply dressed man stepped out. The assistant rushed over, holding out the freshly repaired suit. Little did Lily know, this simple act of dedication would change her life forever. The CEO stepped out of the car, looking sharp but clearly stressed. His assistant handed him the repaired suit, explaining how Lily had fixed it in record time. The CEO glanced at the suit, then at Lily's small shop, before nodding approvingly. "Thank you," he said briefly to the assistant, then turned toward Lily. "You did this." Lily nodded, wiping her hands on her apron. "Yes, sir. I hope it's okay." The CEO inspected the stitching closely. It was flawless, neat, strong, and almost invisible. He looked up at Lily, his expression softening with surprise. "This is incredible work," he said sincerely. "You saved me today. This meeting means a lot for my company." "It was nothing," Lily replied modestly. "Just doing my job." The assistant chimed in. "She worked really fast, sir. Without her, we'd have been in trouble." The CEO studied Lily for a moment, noticing the worn-out furniture in her shop and the tired lines on her face. Despite her humble surroundings, there was a quiet dignity about her, a sense of pride in what she did, no matter how small it seemed. Before leaving, the CEO reached into his pocket and pulled out a thick wad of cash. "Here," he said, handing it to her. "This is for your time and effort." Lily hesitated, shaking her head. "No, sir. I can't take extra money. You already paid enough." "It's not just payment," the CEO insisted gently. "It's gratitude. Please accept it." Reluctantly, Lily took the money, feeling uneasy about accepting such generosity. But she also knew it would help her family get through another tough week. As the sleek car drove away, Lily stood in the doorway of her shop, watching until it disappeared around the corner. She couldn't shake the feeling that something unusual had just happened. Not because of the money, but because of the way the CEO had looked at her. Later that evening, as she closed up her shop, Lily found a small business card tucked inside the folded bills. It read, "Daniel Carter, CEO, Carter Enterprises." Beneath it was a handwritten note. "Your skill and kindness won't be forgotten." Lily stared at the card, unsure what to make of it. Had the CEO meant anything by those words? Or was it simply a polite gesture? Meanwhile, Daniel Carter sat in his office after the meeting, still thinking about the tailor who had gone above and beyond without expecting anything in return. He admired her dedication and humility, qualities he valued deeply in both people and business. "I need to find out more about her," Daniel murmured to himself. Little did Lily know, her simple act of dedication had caught the attention of one of the most influential men in the city, and it would lead to something far greater than she could imagine. The next few days passed like any other for Lily. She returned to her routine, stitching clothes, greeting occasional customers, and managing her family's needs. The extra money from Daniel Carter helped ease some of her worries, but she didn't think much about the encounter beyond that. To her, it was just another day's work, a job well done and nothing more. But Daniel Carter couldn't stop thinking about Lily. He admired her humility and skill, qualities he rarely saw in people these days. Intrigued, he decided to learn more about her. Through discreet inquiries, he discovered the challenges she faced daily. A struggling business, mounting medical bills for her mother, and the weight of supporting her children on her own. She deserves better, Daniel thought to himself one evening as he reviewed the information his team had gathered. Someone with her talent shouldn't be overlooked. Determined to help, Daniel began making plans. He arranged for new sewing equipment to be delivered anonymously to Lily's shop, industrial-grade machines that would make her work easier and faster. He also set up a fund to cover her mother's medical expenses, ensuring she wouldn't have to worry about those bills anymore. For Lily, life started improving in small but meaningful ways. One morning, she arrived at her shop to find a large box waiting for her. Inside were brand new sewing machines, fabrics, and tools she could only dream of owning. There was no return address, just a note that read, "For someone who deserves the best." Overwhelmed, Lily stared at the gift, tears streaming down her face. Who could have done this? And why? Her thoughts drifted back to Daniel Carter, the way he had looked at her, the business card he'd left behind. Could he be behind this? Despite her confusion, Lily threw herself into her work with renewed energy. With the new equipment, she was able to take on more orders and even attract a few wealthier clients who appreciated her craftsmanship. Word spread quickly about the talented tailor with the hidden gem of a shop. Meanwhile, Daniel kept tabs on Lily's progress, pleased to see how his gestures were helping her thrive. But he wasn't done yet, not by a long shot. Little did Lily know, her kindness and hard work had sparked something far bigger than she ever imagined. A few weeks later, Lily received an unexpected letter in the mail. It was printed on elegant stationery and bore the logo of Carter Enterprises. Curious, she opened it to find a handwritten note from Daniel Carter himself. "Dear Lily, I hope this message finds you well. Your kindness and dedication during our brief encounter left a lasting impression on me. I'd like to personally thank you for your hard work and invite you to meet me at my office tomorrow afternoon. Please let my assistant know if the timing works for you." Lily read the note several times, her heart racing. Why would someone as important as Daniel Carter want to meet her? She had only done her job, nothing extraordinary in her mind. Still, she couldn't ignore the invitation. The next day, dressed in her best outfit, Lily arrived at the towering headquarters of Carter Enterprises. The sleek glass building intimidated her, but she reminded herself to stay calm. As she stepped into the lobby, a friendly receptionist greeted her and escorted her to Daniel's office on the top floor. When she entered, Daniel stood up from his desk with a warm smile. "Lily, thank you for coming." "You're welcome," Lily replied nervously, unsure what to expect. "Please have a seat," Daniel said, gesturing to a chair across from him. "I wanted to explain why I asked you here." He went on to describe how her act of dedication had inspired him. Not just because of her skill, but because of her humility and willingness to help without expecting anything in return. "In today's world, people often focus on themselves," Daniel explained. "But you reminded me that true success comes from serving others. That's something I value deeply, both in life and in business." Lily listened quietly, touched by his words. "I was just doing my job," she said softly. "Anyone would have done the same." "No," Daniel countered firmly. "Not everyone would. And that's what makes you special." He then revealed his plans to support her further. He offered to sponsor a training program for advanced tailoring techniques, allowing her to expand her skills and grow her business. Additionally, he proposed partnering with her to create a line of custom suits under Carter Enterprises, a collaboration that would bring her talent to a wider audience. "I don't know what to say," Lily stammered, overwhelmed by his generosity. "Thank you feels too small." "You don't have to say anything," Daniel replied kindly. "Just keep being the amazing person you are. That's all the thanks I need." As they shook hands, Lily felt a mix of gratitude and determination. This wasn't just an opportunity. It was a chance to build a better future for herself and her family. Little did she know, this meeting marked the beginning of a journey that would inspire countless others. With Daniel's support, Lily's life began to transform in ways she never imagined. The training program introduced her to advanced tailoring techniques and modern design tools, elevating her craftsmanship to new heights. Her small shop, once overlooked, became a hub for high-quality custom clothing, attracting clients from all walks of life. Daniel kept his promise, launching a line of custom suits under Carter Enterprises with Lily as the lead designer. Each piece bore her signature touch, a perfect blend of elegance and attention to detail that quickly gained popularity among professionals and celebrities alike. But the changes didn't stop at her career. With her newfound success, Lily was able to move her family into a safer neighborhood, enroll her children in better schools, and ensure her mother received the best medical care possible. For the first time in years, their home felt filled with hope instead of worry. One evening, as Lily sat at her dining table sketching designs for her next collection, her youngest child looked up at her. "Mom, are we rich now?" Lily chuckled softly. "Not rich, sweetie. Just blessed." Her older child chimed in, "You worked really hard for this, Mom. You deserve it." Tears welled up in Lily's eyes as she hugged them both. She had always dreamed of giving her family a better life, but she never expected it to happen like this. All because she had helped someone in need. Meanwhile, Daniel continued to check in on Lily's progress, cheering her on from afar. He admired how she carried herself with grace and humility despite her growing success. "She's going to inspire so many people," Daniel told his team during a meeting. "We need to share her story, remind the world that kindness and hard work still matter." Lily also began mentoring young aspiring tailors in her community, teaching them not only technical skills but also the importance of perseverance and compassion. "Never underestimate the power of doing what's right," she often told them. "Even the smallest acts can change lives, including your own." As Lily reflected on how far she'd come, she realized something profound. Daniel's generosity hadn't just changed her circumstances. It had given her the tools to make a difference in others' lives too. Little did she know her journey was just beginning, and its impact would ripple far beyond what she could imagine. Months later, Daniel invited Lily to a special event hosted by Carter Enterprises, a gala celebrating innovation and community impact. The venue was breathtaking, adorned with sparkling lights, elegant decor, and a crowd of influential guests. When Lily arrived, dressed in one of her own designs, Daniel greeted her warmly. "Lily, you look stunning," he said with a proud smile. "Thank you," Lily replied, still feeling out of place among the glamorous crowd. But Daniel's encouragement put her at ease. Throughout the evening, Daniel introduced Lily to other executives and entrepreneurs, sharing her story with pride. During his speech, he highlighted her journey, from her humble tailor shop to becoming a key collaborator in his company's success. "She taught me something important," Daniel told the audience. "That true greatness isn't measured by wealth or power. It's measured by how we treat others and the impact we leave behind." The room erupted into applause as Lily blushed, humbled by the attention. She hadn't thought of herself as extraordinary, just someone trying to do her best. But hearing Daniel speak reminded her of the ripple effect kindness could create. After the event, Daniel pulled Lily aside for a quiet moment. "I wanted you to see this," he said, gesturing to the crowd mingling nearby. "These are people inspired by your story. Together, we can create opportunities that help others like you, people who just need a little support to thrive." Lily nodded, feeling a mix of pride and purpose. I'd love to help however I can. From that night on, Lily and Daniel worked closely together, organizing initiatives to assist struggling artisans and small business owners. They launched mentorship programs, provided resources for skill development, and even started a fund to help cover startup costs for aspiring entrepreneurs. For both of them, it wasn't just about gratitude, it was about continuing to make a difference. Their shared values of compassion and service turned a chance encounter into a lifelong partnership. As they stood side by side at the end of the event, watching people connect and share stories, Lily realized something profound. Her kindness hadn't just changed her own life. It had created a movement that would touch countless others. Years passed, and Lily's life flourished in ways she once thought impossible. Her collaboration with Carter Enterprises grew into a thriving brand known for its quality, elegance, and heart. She became a voice for underprivileged artisans, advocating for programs that provided training, resources, and financial support to those in need. Her family thrived too. With stable income and access to better opportunities, Lily was able to give her children the future she had always dreamed of. Her mother's health improved significantly, thanks to consistent medical care, and their home was filled with laughter instead of worry. Meanwhile, Daniel remained a constant presence in Lily's life, attending milestones and cheering her on from afar. Together, they expanded their initiatives, reaching more families and communities than ever before. What began as a simple act of kindness in a small tailor shop had grown into a legacy of compassion and connection. One evening, as Lily stood outside the community center they had built together, she looked up at the sign that read, "Kindness creates opportunity." Beneath it was a mural depicting hands sewing fabric alongside hands shaking in partnership, a tribute to all the lives they had touched. Daniel joined her, smiling warmly. "You've come so far, Lily. Look at everything you've accomplished." "It's because of you," Lily replied softly. "If you hadn't believed in me, none of this would have been possible." "No," Daniel countered gently. "It's because of you. You showed me what true dedication looks like. Now, look at the ripple effect. It's everywhere." Lily glanced around at the bustling center, filled with workshops, mentorship sessions, and hopeful faces. Artisans learned new skills, entrepreneurs launched businesses, and volunteers worked tirelessly to ensure everyone felt supported. For Lily, this wasn't just success. It was fulfillment. She had turned her struggles into strength and her gratitude into action. And through it all, she had proven that kindness wasn't just an act. It was a way of life. As the sun set, casting golden light over the scene, Lily felt a deep sense of peace. Her journey had been long and challenging, but every step had been worth it. And so, her story became a testament to the power of kindness, a reminder that even the smallest gestures can transform lives forever. And that's the end of The Stitch That Changed Everything. Glowing Star. We hope this heartwarming story reminded you of the incredible power of kindness, gratitude, and second chances. Lily's journey shows us that even in our hardest moments, acts of dedication and compassion can open doors we never imagined, and inspire others to do the same. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What did you think of the story? Did it inspire you or make you reflect on your own experiences? Where are you watching from? Are you tuning in from the US, India, the UK, or somewhere else in the world? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear about your corner of the globe. If you enjoyed this tale of generosity and transformation, don't forget to subscribe for more stories that celebrate humanity, connection, and the beauty of making a difference. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue sharing these heartfelt narratives. Lastly, drop a comment below and share. Sparkles, what was your favorite moment in the story? Sparkles, have you ever witnessed or been part of a situation where kindness changed everything? Thank you so much for joining us on this inspiring journey with Lily and Daniel. We're grateful for your time and enthusiasm, and we can't wait to bring you more stories that uplift, inspire, and connect us all. Red Heart, until next time, stay kind, stay hopeful, and never underestimate the ripple effect of doing what's right.